The Indian car market continues to be bombarded with SUVs of all sizes. We drove the Harrier a few days back in Jodhpur. The link to the video is right now on the screen. And this time we're in Bhuj, Gujarat to drive this Nissan's crossover SUV, the Kicks. Now the big question, can this one kick some ass in the segment? Well, to know the answer, stay with me for the next few minutes. Looks good, right? I think in terms of giving this a proper crossover stance, Nissan has definitely got it right. The front end is muscular, it's raised, you have these cool looking 17-inch alloy wheels, the bumper is well sculpted, and we Indians, we love chrome on a car, and this one has it in abundance. You have chrome on the main grille, on the fog lamp inserts, inside the headlamp, and even on the lower part of the bumper. So a lot of chrome on the car. The grille is a typical Nissan grille, and these lovely machined alloy wheels, they really up the whole ante in terms of the cool looking kicks on the road. A lot of street presence, a lot of road presence for the kicks in the segment. The roof rails, they finish in a very good sharp matter at the back, and they are functional as well. They can take a load of up to 100 kgs. Actually very good. The rear profile again is very interesting. You have this black wraparound pillar at the back. You have these wraparound tail lamps. You even have the skid plate for the bumper at the lower part, and a skid plate at the lip of the boot entrance with Kicks embossing on that. So the first thing, how does it look? I think very cool, like a proper typical urban crossover. Nissan has got it right. So like the design of the Kicks, are the interiors also beautiful or stunning? Well, they aren't very funky, but given the price, they are definitely a league above the competition. And there are four main things which have really impressed me a lot inside the Kicks. A is the infotainment system. It's got an 8-inch display, which is the largest for the segment. Also has a display for the camera, which offers you a bird's eye view, or a front view, or a rear view, or a left view. The audio quality itself from the system is really nice for the price segment. I think more and more Indian cars are offering you a very good audio setup. The Harrier was a perfect example for the segment, and this is no different. The second very good thing about the interiors is this soft touch leather, which is on the complete width of the fascia and all the 4 door pads as well. The third good thing, the speedometer console, it's got a twin port setup with a cool display for your speed and the driver info display. Now the driver info display is one of the most comprehensive in the segment. It offers you so much information, from the cruise control speed to the average speed to your temperature, your odometer, any messages that have come, the fuel used, amount of fuel used in liters, the average fuel economy, the current fuel economy, the range of the car, the distance to empty. Everything you want to know as a driver is right here in this display. And finally, the fourth thing that impressed me a lot is the climate control. It is standard across all the versions of the Kicks, so no manual AC, it's an auto AC, and the dials for the temperature and the fan speed, they are retro, they are cool, they look nice. You have your place for your knickknacks over here. It's a very deep storage space, a 12-volt charging outlet, a USB outlet, and because this offers you a smart entry with this key fob, you have your start-stop button right over here. But surprisingly, Nissan, why no cup holders? If I want to carry my small bottle or my coffee mug, where do I keep it in the Kicks? Likewise, this central armrest, it's very nice to be used by both the driver and co-driver, but it's no slide adjustment and no space over here for your knickknacks. The glove box also, as you can see, is not very wide because the fuse box comes over here. However, it's quite deep and gets a cooling function. So overall, looks nice, feels nice. The seat is at the lowest position. I have around couple of inches of space. It's very wide, so a lot of shoulder room. I am quite above the level of the steering and the wipers. So visibility wise, space wise, the look and feel wise, it's a very well done job. But at the same time, a few features are definitely missing. We city guys, we need our sunroof, Nissan. So no sunroof, no places to keep my sunglasses, no dead pedal over here, and this AC vent, the driver's side AC vent, the air from this has to go through two obstacles before reaching me. The first obstacle is the stalk for your indicators and light. The second obstacle is the steering wheel, and then whatever air is left comes to my face. So this could have been better in terms of ergonomics. But apart from these small missing things, overall the look and feel, the touch and feel, the space, the visibility is really nice in the kicks. And things at the back, let's check out. So finally, the second row of the kicks. Now overall it's a fairly good place to be. Ample knee room. As you can see, this seat been adjusted for my height. I stand 6 feet tall, and yet there is a couple of inches left very easily. Decent amount of legroom as well. I'm not really able to slide my feet below the driver's seat. You get your AC vents over here, a charging outlet, and the central hump is a bit of, it's intrusive into the space of the third passenger, I'm so sorry. You have your wide armrest with couple of cup holders. The doors, as I told you, get the soft leather finish over here and have ample space for a proper 1 liter bottle. The windows, they don't roll down completely flat, they come to about this much, but nevertheless the overall visibility is not bad. As you can see, I have ample space in terms of headroom, but the issue with tall people is if I want to get out from the car, my head hits the body line, so I have to be very careful while getting out of the car like this. So if you're a tall person or you are a Punjabi who wears a turban, be careful about this thing in the kicks. Apart from that, it's a lovely place to be. Good seats, the leather quality is very nice, they're comfortable, ample under thigh support, and visibility from here about the things happening up front is not bad at all. So yes, the cabin of the kicks is a good place to be. The touch and feel, the visibility, the comfort, the space, it is nice. And finally, the boot space of the kicks. On paper it is 400 liters, but as you can see, this is a night stroller, and yet I can put probably 5-6 of these more over here. So for your adventure trips, it's very easy to put in a couple of large suitcases and a couple of night strollers. There are two places to keep your hidden items hidden from prying eyes. Two compartments on either ends. Now this one they have the toolkit and the jack for the car in case of a puncture, but very handy to keep something away from people. So a lot of talk about the design and the cabin of the kicks. It's finally time to drive this vehicle as well. Interestingly, we drove the car yesterday as well from Bhuj towards the White Run, and today since morning 7 we've been driving the car. It's 1 p.m. right now, so ample time we got to spend with the kicks. For starters, it's got a pair of two engines, a petrol and the diesel, 1.5 on both petrol and diesel, and the same engines we have been seeing in various cars from Renault and Nissan in the past few years in India. We have the diesel with us. We haven't driven the petrol, so guys, I'm sorry for that. In the diesel, you get a 6-speed manual as standard. Sadly, no automatic as of now, and that I would say Nissan, sorry for being so rude or for being a critic, but when you're having a cool-looking crossover for urban usage, lovely design, lovely interiors, good features, why not have an automatic? You already have one AMT with the Duster. You know, your sister concern, Renault makes the Duster AMT. Why not use it as a stop-go arrangement in the kicks as well, and then give us a proper automatic at a later stage? Anyways, what impressed me a lot about the engine is the way the sound insulation has been done. The NVH levels, the noise, vibration, harshness levels are really segment leading. We were doing a good 90-100 on the 2-lane highway towards Run and back to Bhuj, and the outside world remains outside. The insulation, be the road noise or the wind noise or horns or traffic, whatever, or even the engine drone at high RPM is really well controlled. So full marks to Nissan for making the cabin a very quiet place on the move. In fact, at fan speed number 2 and at 100 kmph, I could have a very easy and a quiet talk with my teammate Ajit sitting at the back. So very impressive, Nissan. The second thing is the way it
rides at highway speeds over broken tarmac, undulations. The Terreno was a very good example in terms of having a good ride, and this has only improved on that massively. So that is sorted. The power and torque more or less are same as we have seen on the Terreno and other products from Nissan and Duster. The 6-speed gearbox I think works best in the kicks as compared to other cars which have the 6-speed setup. Short throws, the clutch is light as well, and no rubbery feel, no roughness, no vagueness. The gear shifts are very good. The gearing is also nice. The 6th gear is obviously very tall. At 2000 RPM, it does around 96 kmph, which means very good fuel economy on the move. Talking of which, the first gear definitely is short. For example, here I go. 39, 40, 5000 RPM. Second gear, 5000 RPM, 76. So yeah, the gearing, initial gears are short, and that helps you a lot in traffic conditions, but the higher gears have a taller gearing for fuel economy and for better cruising. The engine has a lot of punch, no two ways about it. There is no turbo lag. It starts pulling very cleanly from just over 1500 RPM. For example, in 40, in the 4th gear at 53 kmph, I'm doing around 1700 RPM, and there you go, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So the punch we have between 2000 and 3000 RPM is really very strong for this car, plus no turbo lag, so very good for city usage. So engine wise, driving wise, gearbox wise, it's sorted, but an automatic would have just made the package so much better. Now the steering of the kicks is very interesting. It's not very light at low speeds, at parking speed. For example, I'm slowing down for a traffic junction right here at Bhuj, down to 20 kmph. Yeah, so it's not light. It needs effort. It needs both your hands to, probably park the car or do a U-turn turn at lower speeds. But again, the plus point, as speeds rise, crosswinds, or be it load of full passengers or luggage, it has some kind of feedback at higher speeds, and that combined together with the ride quality, with the slightly firm ride quality, which makes the kicks so much better in terms of dynamics as compared to the competition. So you want to have fun with your car, you want to enjoy your car over twisties or highway runs or towards the hills, this one actually turns out to be a good option.
So there you go, the new Nissan Kicks. Now this one ticks almost all the right boxes for a typical crossover buyer. It looks nice, very stylish, so definitely a good plus point. The interiors are well laid out, a lot of features on offer, a pair of good, reliable, frugal engine options. The NVH are nice, the ride is nice as well, but at the same time, an automatic omission at this price level for this segment is definitely not done. No sunroof either, which is very essential for city dwellers nowadays. Now the only piece missing in the entire puzzle is the pricing, which should be out next month. What do you feel should be the starting price for the petrol and diesel versions? Let us know in the comment section below. And guys, to watch us videos from the Indian automotive industry, you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel.